Welcome back, friends, to a new episode of DarLeeLlama Plays Stoneshard. We are continuing on with our Mage Jonna run and adventure. Episode 4. Last time we were trekking through points of interest, and we managed to find ourselves where the bandits are keeping the Black Boar Head. Of course, we went ahead and liberated said Black Boar Head, wiped out the bandits, and then rested. We're now ready to continue on with our journey. Unfortunately, our curse belt is killing our sanity, so we're currently in masochism. But you know, honestly, this could be good / bad for us, because even though we obviously we don't like having this, if we are in pain, it does help with our skill and spell costs. So, I mean, it might not be too bad. I don't know. Maybe we'll get rid of the curse belt, maybe we won't. As long as it doesn't interfere with our game plan, we'll leave it alone, I think. So, excuse me, we last found ourselves down here. We're probably going to make our way... We debated on whether or not we wanted to finish out these points of interest or continue on to Osbrook. Now, if we do go on to the points of interest, that means we'll definitely end up running into the abandoned farm and the leprosarium. Now, I want to get stuff from the leprosarium and the abandoned farm, but I don't necessarily want to give up what I have now. So I think actually going back to town is the best option. Now, if we go back to town from this way, we may as well hit those. In fact, though, we are closer to Manshire, so we're just going to head back to Manshire right quick. Do a little upkeep, and then we can head on with our journey all the way back to Osbrook. After we get back to Osbrook doing those last 4 points of interest, it's time to do some dungeons. Now, I used to be of an opinion that you should just do the Manshire dungeons after a certain point. I'm not sure I've talked about this with you guys yet, but and in fact that's what I did for the Jorgrim run. That was probably a mistake. One Redditor recently mapped out the rep gains that you get from doing the quests, and according to his table, you get reputation with all factions for all Osbrook quests except for 2. Only 2 of them. Individual quests. Since, you know, quests can be kind of different when you run them. But only 2 quests are actually supposed to give only Osbrook rep. So, that being said, if you go and do a complete run of all 4, you should be getting rep from Manshire as well. So, if you want a better rotation when you get to the later game, definitely don't just do Manshire. Go back and actually do Osbrook quests as well. And in fact, I would encourage that you try and time yourself when you do it. We did that for the Jorgrim run. How fast we could hit all 4 dungeons and complete them. From the beginning of the... starting in town to the death of the last boss is basically what we were doing. I feel like that'll make it a little easier for those of you who find yourself to be just a little too powerful for the earlier content. Because it does get to the point where the only challenging part, or the parts you expect to be challenged, are going to be those later dungeons and from Manshire, the Manshire quests. So try that. Try challenging yourselves. See how fast you can run the Gauntlet of Osbrook, and post it somewhere, you know, maybe Reddit, maybe on my channel. I will respond to your comments. Yeah, see how fast you can do it. I'd be interested in the results. So we can't turn in the Black Boar Head yet, simply because we need to go to Osbrook for that, so that's going to be a permanent fixture in our inventory. So we have at least a little bit of space to work with. We have an ID scroll we can't exactly use. I might end up depositing this. He doesn't have anything for sale that we want. We're only interested in pyromancy and geomancy books. I'm not really willing to go around enchanting permanent things yet. And you know what? We actually forgot to go somewhere, now that I recall. I'm always passing this up. But we should have gone to the Abbey of Holy Revelation. There's an item you can get there now, called Amulet of the Hand. So, I don't think I'll be backtracking quite that far. But we'll get it eventually. Maybe when we hit our first... Wow, they really say Outpost Restivane is only average, huh? Maybe when we come back. We'll come when we get done with our Osbrook quest and come all the way back on the cart ride from Osbrook to Manshire. When we do our first quest to Disastrous Tomb, which will usually always be the first quest, we'll pop on over to the Abbey and get it. So it'll be in a couple episodes. Let's go up here and deposit some things that we don't want to carry around on us. So this is our food chest, right? Should be. Okay. We'll deposit one of those. Keep that. Take that. No, wait. We'll take the 3-day one. We'll eat this one sooner rather than later. We'll eat it now. And drink. And then we gotta go refill our water skin. Gotta remember to do that. I want to leave the rest of this really good food here. So we'll go buy some bread or something just to fill that final hole. Over in our equipment chest, let's pop in the brandy. And the potion. No, we'll keep the potion. I want that for bosses. And the ID scroll. Yeah. My hoarding habits got so bad in my last run. I had stacks upon stacks of potions. And you should keep your potions, particularly Stone Skin and Elusive, if you have trouble with the troll. Now, as a mage, you should have no trouble with the troll. Mages are actually really well equipped to deal with them. But, Two-Hand Greatsword Jorgum was not well equipped. But those potions are particularly good, I feel, for the troll, if you have any trouble with him. So, let's see. We're going to be using staves mostly. I don't mind to pick up the odd shield here and there, just to be able to block stuff out while we wait for cooldowns, maybe. There's a shovel. We could buy a shovel now. I think Bert was kidnapped, so maybe this is probably prudent. So we'll sell this. Buy the shovel. Yeah. I like that idea. And while we're around here, I guess we should just go ahead and repair equipment. Alright, good deal. And don't forget water. Almost forgot the water. Alright, we're good to go. I don't know what it is, but it seems like mage characters get thirsty a lot more often than other characters. And that might actually have some kind of hidden mechanic with casting spells or something. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that, but just some speculation. did they have that we wanted to afford? Was it Pyromancy 2? I think it was Pyromancy 2. Oh well. Anyway, I don't want to borrow any more horns at the moment. We will keep the meat in case we run into a bandit camp or something. We're just going to head on over to the points of interest. That's going to be our main part. So, did I go down? I don't think I went down yet. From here, we should just have to head west, and we'll eventually hit it. Alright, I'm in a forest tile. So yeah, I did not go down. We're looking to kill any bandits or wolves that we run into, just for the extra XP. Getting comfortable killing them during this trek gives you a very good indicator as to whether or not you're ready for the first dungeon. And again, I recommend this method for anybody who happens to have a hard time dealing with those early dungeons. Going around and doing some independent leveling up, like overland or overworld adventuring, is a good idea. Whenever I played games like Baldur's Gate, which, you know, I might end up doing a series on, because I love CRPGs as well. I never went and did the quests. I always went and had fun doing my own questing. And the same goes for games like Skyrim and Oblivion. Oh my god, the hours I lost to Oblivion. So we're trapped by our own fire. Let's go ahead and pop up stone armor so this guy can't hurt us as easily. Pass. And then we're going to duck behind these. Let him come up on us. Oh, you jerk. I hate archers. But yeah, I bought Skyrim when it first came out. Was always a big Oblivion fan. Never could go back to Morrowind. But Oblivion was my jam, and then eventually Skyrim. And never ever completed any of the main storyline quests from either Oblivion or Skyrim before getting bored with the game. Adventuring on my own was enough, and I feel like I spared myself when it actually came to Oblivion. Talking about the Elder Scrolls series, for those of you who don't know, go check it out if you have time and a good computer. Which, you know, in this day and age, you should have a decent computer. I spared myself when it came to Oblivion, because if you do Oblivion's main quests, demon portals start popping up everywhere. And they're kind of ugly to look at, I think. So... Darn. I was hoping to set him on fire. Nice. Thank you, stone armor. So let's drink up. We're in pain, but we love that, apparently. So I'm going to leave the pain where it's at. How much pain am I in? 34? Maybe I should try and get one of those cursed items that increase pain, too. Am I at the point of interest? No. Not yet. cooldowns back. We'll pass. Set him on fire, give him the 1-2, and he's dead. Get on fire, you. Oh, nice. Let's stone armor. Alright, nice. So, strong pain. We're getting even better bonuses. But strong pain won't go down on its own necessarily, so at this point we have to drink some meat. We're also hungry, so let's go ahead and eat. We have this as a backup. I believe Fly of Garrick also acts as a pain reducer. And it kills the sanity, not that we care too much, so this is actually pretty good for us. So, let's pick up some flies and penny buns. No death cap, please. Cue creepy music. So we managed to find the Ruin Manor that has the backpack, which I believe we will be using quite a bit for this particular run. We don't need the extra defensive stats provided by any of the cloaks, and I don't think any of the cloaks actually helps our damage output. So, what that means is we're not going to be relying on that slot for stats. We're just going to use it for backpack space, which translates to portable refrigerator. So, that's how it will be. Before this stuff gets slapped in there, we should cook it. So we cooked up one of each. Now I know the penny bun is great cooked. What's the agraric like? Minus hunger, plus intox, minus pain, pain resists, minus sanity. So just a different spread of what it actually does. Better for hunger, better for intoxication, not as good for pain or pain resist. And honestly, with it, the sanity only, it's better for sanity, but not enough, honestly. So I think we want to try and preserve our flag Gurks as they are, to be honest. So I'm going to pop 2 of them in here, and then we'll cook up the rest. Yep. Okay. So pop our spoilable food in here. None of this is spoilable, so we don't really care. Keep the cloak out. There we go. So we also have the old remedy book. I'll take it along for now, but I'm not expecting it to last super long. If we get back to the town and we had the space for it, we'll keep it as a trophy. We low rolled on the staff. It looks like a common Kamek or healer staff. I think it's the healer staff. That's sad. It could have been really good. I'm gonna pass on that for now. I only want the gold. No. That could be good if we get intoxicated, but we're all out of intoxication stuff, except for maybe this. Maybe I should take some along. Alright. I think we'll eat some mine wort. We'll take at least one to keep. Eat the rest. And then I want to take time. Time is just good if you are playing a mage type character that relies on magic. It gives you some instant replenishment. So, all in all, overall good. Yep, that's good enough for now. I'm not married to keeping herbs on me. I don't think they give enough benefit for the space they give. But if I have, or the space they require, but if I have the room at the time, may as well. Alright, we should be here, so we need to go northwest from here. Alright, this should be it. So, with it being a plains, it's a bandit camp. I want to roast this guy. I'm gonna try and kite around here so I can still hit him, but lead these guys astray. We'll pop our armor now. 10%. What a jerk. Couldn't die properly. Alright, we'll go this way to keep away from him. That was nice of him to knock away. Okay. We're really hurt. We could try the potion of sturdiness. What's the likelihood of him dealing 25 before we kill him now? I think it's low. Let's take the swing. Nice. Alright, we have a damaged limb. First and foremost, we'll go ahead and splint that up. This one's pretty damaged. That's a good target for leeches. We don't have any painkillers. Except for our Grerix. And let's drink, because that gets rid of intoxication as well. And it's easier to get rid of thirst and hunger, so we'll do that. In fact, we should have did that before we drank, but it is what it is. We'll rest a bit. Drink. Eat. Our healing is so slow, thanks to this. Or maybe not. Maybe it's something else. The pain. Yeah, the pain. I love this belt, but I don't think it's going to work for us in the long run. I wish it had a better curse. Uh-oh. I forgot the free stock lockpicks. That's bad. That being the case, if we ever come by here again, there's an opportunity for us to pick it. If we destroy it, we just won't get anything. So we're going to sleep, and then we'll continue on for our journey. Poppy's good. For pain, yeah. Nah. Oh, more boys. Exact same spread, too. Nice. Rest up. Hit him with the blaze. Oh, he was on fire and then he wasn't. That sucks. What happened there? Oh, well, we don't know. Okay. Megalomania. Receive experience minus 20%. How did that happen? Oh, I hate that. What this is doing, you might be overestimating your abilities. This is for the people who don't know. You suddenly realize your actual magnificence. So what it actually is giving us is minus 20% received experience. What it makes us think we have is overblown stats. So do not pay attention to any of this. None of this matters. Wow. So probably what happened here is it's us being low sanity. It's a low sanity state. But we didn't receive pain recently or something like that, so we didn't go into the megalomania or whatever. All right. So yeah, that was the camp. I just went west, so now we just go south. Now, if I find the Leprosarium down here, I'm just going to head back to Osbrook. Because there should be no other unique points of interest. We would have hit them all. And there's no point of me going to a bandit camp if I don't have lockpicks to pick the lock to the chest they've got. Which would be the main reason. You would actually want to go down there for any kind of treasure. Other than that, you're just killing regular dudes. So this is the Leprosarium. This will be the last stop of our trip. We're going to go pick up a bunch of medical supplies in here, as well as the... I bought a shovel for nothing. I hate it when that happens. We're going to go in here and get the Plague Doctor's hat as well. But the more important tool that we'll pick up will end up being the... Surgeon's kit. We'll be keeping the witch's hat because it gives actual magic power. But if we ever sit and rest and think to put it on, we could put this on. It's highly unlikely we'll keep it though. I just the witch's hat is better overall for us right now. But maybe it'll sell for a little bit. Alright, I'm not married to the idea of holding on to the remedy book as a trophy. Nor the soggy diary at this point. So we're going to ditch those. I do want the surgeon kit. And the antitoxins. And that would fetch a tiny amount of gold, but I'm not sure it's worth taking over an antidote. So I think we'll ditch these. Eat that. Take that. We could rest for the night. Maybe our megalomania will go away. It did go away. Yay. Well, if you're having trouble for that, you know what to do now. Go take a rest. That doesn't mean it won't come back, though. So, yeah, definitely going to have to get rid of the belt. Sanity's just too important to me right now. Plus, we'll have to rest quite a bit to get our sanity back to where it was, but I'm also kind of liking the idea of a delusional mage just walking around the forest. She's so crazy, she thinks her hat's talking to her. Alright, we were here. We went up twice. We're right here. So if we go northwest once and then just head north, we'll be there. Be sure to kill any rabbits you come across. Tender meat is awesome. So north, west, and now north. No more space, so can't kill the rabbit. Well, I could kill it, but there would be no point. It would just be cruelty. We hit the road. Should be one more. I'm going to say it's one more. Oh. We're here. Alright, first things first. Deposits. Yeah. Gonna have to get rid of the cloak to free up some space and turn in the boar head. Have a look. Does the trophy seem familiar? Unbelievable. That's our boar head. I stumbled upon it by killing lowlifes. So that's what happened. My business is bound to pick up now. Happy to help. Hey, listen, you're my buddy now. If you decide to have a drink, come by. Sure, free ale. Pour me a mug of ale. I wants it. Confirm. So now we can sleep here for cheap. So I'm going to prepay. Instead of 150, it's only 100. 2 weeks. I like the prepay just so I don't have to worry about having a rest spot. Because remembering to do it over and over is annoying. So that's where we're going to keep our food. Over here we keep our treasure. We'll deposit this. And I have no intention to use this anytime soon. We'll eat this after we get this curse taken away. I suppose since we have the Surgeon's Toolkit, we should make use of it. So instead of buying splints and leeches, we'll just use it. So, oh, and I have an extra bandage. I don't need 2. 2 is just too much, so same for the antitoxin. 1 is enough. No trophies to put in here, so we're good to go. Cook up that meat. Oh yeah, Bert's kidnapped. There's some kind of food item. I think it's lentil soup. It can restore sanity. We're gonna want some of that as well. Lockpicks. So, disenchantment and ID. Handy healer staff. Nice stats on it, but we simply do not need it. I guess we ID'd it just out of curiosity. Goodbye, curse. We'll go ahead and eat. Not yet. When we get the 40%, since we have those big stakes. Let's repair our gear. Look at what else they have for sale. I think I want the tan boots. That's a definitely good upgrade. That should be our best of slot for the rest of the game. Not a lot of mage gear at this point. We'd have to do quests in order for something like that to happen. Get our reputation up, so to speak. Need good rings. That's one of the reasons why Jonna's so good, by the way, is that she requires so little to actually be capable. So we're going to sell that to him. That was a bit of a waste. I think we'll just sell that for an extra 12 gold. No big deal. Now we can start eating Mindwort to restore our sanity. We're going to take a good long nap before we head out. So, deadly hungry, deadly thirsty. Drink, drink, drink. Eat, eat. And we got a little bit of sanity back. So, now I feel more comfortable spending our points. Let's go ahead and bump our willpower up to 8 or 20. And our skill point. We'll pick up Runic Boulder. We're going to start saving skill points simply because I want to go deeper into the Pyromancy tree. We want to pick up Melting Ray at the very minimum. So our levels will go towards that, but we'll need to start finding books in order for that to happen. But that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to be delving into Osbrook Dungeons. Finally, we are in a good position to do so. We have plenty of good spells. We've got some levels on us. And our gear is pretty good as well. We won't get an upgrade until we get more reputation, and even then, we might not make it till Amity. Something else we might concentrate on is doing the quests around town, because that can increase your reputation quickly as well. So we'll do that as well. Go around, pick up quests from the villagers, keep those in mind as we go around and do our dungeons. Anyway, this has been DarLeeLlama, now signing off. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel, and I will see you next time. Leave a comment if you like, and a like if you like. See you next time.